City's fighter on a clear afternoon in this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks. On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. These guys hoping for a bounce-back performance after dropping their first game of the season a week ago. On the other side for the Seahawks, it's Mike McDonald. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Now it's Stafford. He'll try and do this himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Southern California kid. Played his college ball in L.A. at USC. At quarterback, it's Sam Darnold. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
Play action. It's Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Walker will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Go 80. Check. Lock.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. They'll try and run. Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Here's Ethan Evans now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now it's Darnold. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 14-0. Ethan Evans on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Faking the give, Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. Good coverage downfield, led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
To throw is Darnold. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 70 yards. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-scoring deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. From the gun, here's Stafford. Slant to Adams. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken on the 25. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Seahawks offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on his team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Stafford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Here's Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. The 20. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before the break. Darnold. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. Well, he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good divisional matchup in the black and blue NFC North. And this is the former Packers star, Aaron Jones. He's going to take this one in 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Vikings get back to 500, 2 up, 2 down as they get the victory at home. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts at home to take on Washington. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. The Colts had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags hosting the New York Giants. And this is the veteran Amari Cooper. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch this. He'll take it 65 yards to the end zone. The Jaguars are now 4-0. What a first month as they continue to roll. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton.
Gain of 24 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 9.
38-yard line, second and 9. Off the play action, Darnold. That'll be caught by Cobb. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here now, 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, Walker. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Darnold now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Williams going to get him again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing is Stanford. This one swung out to Williams. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for them.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is taken at the 18. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Running right, here's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 14-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
14 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. First down and goal to go.
Here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Now Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Stafford. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Play action. It's Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
We go side. Right side.
Toss left side for Walker. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
We go side. Right side.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Right side.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So the victory here for Seattle. A total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Seahawks, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get